Here's a truth that's hard to ignore. The health of a leader shapes the fate of a nation. Yet, when it comes to President Donald Trump's well-being, the narrative is as tangled as the political landscape itself. J.D. Vance, the vice president and de facto spokesperson for the administration, recently stepped into the spotlight to address mounting questions about Trump's physical condition. But here's where it gets controversial. While Vance paints a picture of robust energy and vitality, critics argue that the dots are being deliberately left unconnected. And this is the part most people miss. The real issue isn't just about age or bruised hands. It's about trust, transparency, and the invisible toll of leadership in a polarized era. In a recent interview with USA Today, Vance offered a spirited defense of Trump's health, describing the president as someone who operates with incredible energy and incredible health. He even went so far as to say he's prepared to step into the presidency should a terrible tragedy occur. A statement that mixes reassurance with an eerie acknowledgement of the risks Trump has faced. After all, the president survived 2 assassination attempts within months of each other during the 2024 campaign, a fact that lingers like a shadow over these assurances. The spark for this renewed scrutiny? A series of photos showing Trump's bruised right hand circulating on social media. The White House initially downplayed the concern, citing a diagnosis of chronic venous insufficiency, CVI, a condition described by Trump's physician as benign and common. But the latest images have reignited debates, with some calling for full disclosure about the president's health. And let's be honest, when your age surpasses 78 years and 220 days, becoming the oldest person to hold the presidency in modern history, these questions feel less like partisan theater and more like a legitimate public interest issue. Vance's interview didn't just focus on health. It also delved into his role as the vice president, a position he's described as a crash course in on-the-job training for what he hopes is a future presidential bid. He emphasized his middle-class bona fides as a tool to bridge the gap between Trump's policies and everyday Americans, particularly when it comes to the sprawling One Big Beautiful Bill that has drawn both praise and criticism. Yet, even as he defended the president's legislative agenda, Vance couldn't avoid the elephant in the room: Trump's recent health-related headlines. The physician's memo from July, which detailed Trump's CVI diagnosis. After all, CVI is a common condition in older adults, affecting the veins in the legs, but it's generally not dangerous. However, critics argue that the visible bruising, reminiscent of Biden's own health struggles that led to his withdrawal from the 2024 race, raises red flags. Social media personalities like Brian Krasenstein have taken to platforms to demand Trump's removal, writing, "Imagine if Biden had these large contusions on him. It's time for the man who will be the oldest president in history to be removed from office." Meanwhile, others, like Fox Sports host Colin Cowherd, accuse Democrats of hypocrisy, noting Biden's own 3-year tenure as a walking bowl of oatmeal. So where does this leave us? Vance's confidence in Trump's health is clear, but the public skepticism is equally palpable. The question isn't just whether Trump can finish his term, it's whether the American people can trust the information they're being given. And that's the crux of the matter. In an age of deepening divides, how do we balance a leader's right to privacy with the public's right to know? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe the current health disclosures are sufficient, or is it time for stricter transparency? Share your take in the comments below.